Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you my experience dyeing with fresh leaf indigo using the salt rub method. I have a lot of experience brewing natural dyes by simmering the flowers or leaves to extract the color, but this is my first time using the salt method. This is a traditional and effective way to pull the blue pigment from the indigo leaves that I learned about from watching a YouTube video of a Japanese woman demonstrating the process, and I've linked to that video in the description so you can watch a true professional do this. Every year I try to grow a couple of dye plants in my garden, and this year I grew coreopsis and Japanese indigo. I don't own land, so I'm limited to container gardening on my deck, and my indigo plant hasn't gotten very big. If you have a garden with space, this plant can get pretty big and will give you lots of leaves to dye with. I'm going to see if I have enough to dye some silk ribbon and a yard of cotton fabric. The first step is to pick the leaves and clean them. I'm going to leave a few of the younger leaves, so hopefully the plant continues to grow and I can get another round of dyeing out of it. Next, you remove most of the water and add salt. Salt draws moisture out of the leaves and also the pigment. I've used this method for cooking before, so I knew the principle was sound. Now it's time to massage and massage and massage. The goal is to break down the leaves with your hands. I didn't know exactly when the right time to add the fabric would be, so I just guessed, but essentially it doesn't matter if you add it early because you're going to be doing the same motion, working the leaves into the fiber. Eventually you'll notice a bright green liquid and the fabric will start to stain. Immediately I noticed that the silk took the color better than the cotton, which didn't surprise me. Protein fibers like silk take to natural dye more dramatically than cellulose fibers like cotton. Also, I want to mention that this method probably won't work well on synthetic fibers like polyester because natural dyes in general need to be used on natural fibers. When I got the color as even as I could, I decided to stop and rinse the fabric. The leaves condensed really quickly, and I think if I had much more, I could have gotten a more dramatic color, but I still think the pale aqua hues are gorgeous, and I love how the ribbon came out. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm fairly new to this salt method of dyeing with indigo, but I am experienced with other methods of natural dyeing, and I have 2 online courses that teach you everything you need to know about that process. The most recent one is called Plant Magic 2: Foraging for Natural Fabric Dyes, and teaches you all about sustainable foraging practices and how to turn the plants you find into homebrewed natural dyes. This is a sequel to my first Plant Magic course, Natural Dyeing in the Kitchen, which covers how to brew natural dyes using leftover food scraps. I've linked to both classes in the description, so be sure to check those out. Let me know in the comments if you're going to give fresh leaf indigo dyeing a try, and if you've made it this far, go ahead and subscribe for more DIYs and tutorials. Until next time, happy dyeing!